Alright, there goes Peach. And Wario's out. Alright, down to me and Donkey Kong, but let's see if we can knock him out in these final 10 seconds. No, we cannot. It's a draw. Well, we were pretty close right there, but just wasn't enough for us to win that. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna get a 2. And we unfortunately land on another Bowser space. Alright, it's 20 coins for Bowser, but at least we didn't have much money to lose. We only had 2 coins. Alright, 7 for Donkey Kong. And it looks like he's landing on a happening space. And Wario's going back to the start. Alright, Peach gets a 3. And Wario's getting a 3 as well. Alright, time for a 2 versus 2 minigame. And it's Dungeon Dash. Alright, we have Donkey Kong's my teammate for this one. Let's go! Got it! That was too easy. Alright, we got a 4 this time. And Donkey Kong's gonna get a 2. Alright, 10 for Peach. And she's not doing the hootenanny. So it looks like Peach is getting that star right there, but it's okay. At least we're not too far off the lead right here at this moment. But let's not get too worried right now. And the next star is all the way on the right-hand side of the board. And Peach is losing some coins on the red space. And Wario's gonna get a 1. Alright, 1 versus 3. And it's look away. I've got Donkey Kong and Wario as my teammates for this one. Alright, let's go. Alright, that was a good star. Let's keep it going. Uh-oh, there goes Donkey Kong. Uh-oh, now I'm out. It's all up to Wario here in these last 2 rounds. Alright, come on. Wario just needs to survive for 1 more round. Alright! We got it! Glad we were still able to win that one right there. Alright, we got a 9 right there. I don't wish to do the hootenanny right now. Alright, we gotta go this way. Alright, 7 for Donkey Kong. And he's gonna choose to steal coins away from Peach. Alright, so how much coins is Donkey Kong gonna get here? 24. Alright, 2 for Peach. And 7 for Wario. Alright, on to a 4-player minigame. Oh boy, now we gotta deal with Sneak and Snort. You guys might know that I do not like this piece of garbage. Alright, let's see what happens. Well, there goes Donkey Kong. And we could not hide in the barrel in time. I'm out. And so is Wario. And Peach is gonna win that. Oh, well. That's why I could not stand this mini game right here. Sure, I may get lucky enough to win it some of the time, but just a lot of times, I'm just not good at it. Alright, so I'm gonna get a 10, and I'm not gonna ride the train right now. Alright, let's go that way. And we do get to see Boo. Alright, now, even though Peach doesn't really have a whole lot of coins with her right now, I'm still gonna steal from her anyway, since she is in first place and that she is close to where the star is right now. Alright, looks like I get 24 right there, so that was a pretty good steal. Alright! There's another star for me! Alright, we now have 3 of them, and let's see where the next one's gonna be. Right there. Oh! I'm gonna get the 35 coins in the bank. That's very helpful. Alright, 4 for Donkey Kong. Alright, let's head back to Peach. And she's gonna get a 4. And she does not have enough coins to ride the train right now. And looks like she lost all 3 of her coins for what she had on the red space. That puts her down to no money. And Wario lost some coins too on the red space. Alright, 2 versus 2 for this one, and it's gonna be Destruction Duet again. But now this time I'm paired up with Donkey Kong. Alright. Let's see what happens here this time. Yeah, baby! Got the win just like that. Alright, now we're heading into the last 5 turns. Time to see the current standings. Alright, I'm in first place. Peach is in second, Donkey Kong's in third, and Wario's in last. Alright, so looks like Wop is gonna predict that I will be the winner. Alright. So there's a bonus 10 coins coming my way. So like we of course know for the rest of the game, all blue and all red spaces are going to be doubled to 6 coins. And we'll now have a dual minigame if 2 players land on the same space. Alright, anyways, let's get to the last 5 turns right now and see what happens. Alright, we're going to get a 5. Alright, and it's an 8 for Donkey Kong. Oh, he's gonna do the hootenanny, so him and everybody else has to gather over at this spot. And now Donkey Kong's getting ready to do another minigame here. And another magic lamp is in play here. Oh boy. And too bad, Donkey Kong, you missed! Alright, 2 for Peach. Alright, looks like she's going down. And Wario's gonna get a 10. He's not doing the hootenanny. And he's not riding the train. Alright, time to do a 4-player minigame. Tile Driver. Alright, let's see what kind of picture we're doing. We're doing the Boo picture. Got it! That was very simple. Alright, 4 more turns to go. Alright, we're gonna get a 6. No, I'm not gonna do the hootenanny. Alright, I'm gonna go that way. And it's time for another battle minigame. This time it's 30 each. Okay. Let's see what we're playing here. Crazy Cutters. There's another kind of minigame that we actually played earlier in the first segment. And now we're playing it on the Mario Party 2 version. Alright, let's see who wins. It's me with a total of 93 points. Nice. And we are gonna get ourselves 66 coins. Well done. Alright, let's see what happens with Donkey Kong now. A 4. And that makes him lose some coins on the red space. Alright, 6 for Peach. And Wario's gonna get a 5. And he cannot afford a steal right here, all because he has no money. Alright, 2 versus 2, and looks like we're playing Handcar Havoc again. And this time I'm paired up with Donkey Kong. Alright, let's see how this goes. How did we miss that? That was weird. Oh, this is looking pretty close right now, but I don't really think we're going to have a chance to catch up in time. No, we're not. Peach and Wario won that one. Alright, 3 more turns remaining, and I'm gonna get myself a 9. Okay, no, let's not ride the train right now. Because I do want to, see this boo, because with the amount of money that I got way more than enough for what I do have to steal away a star, so hand one over, Peach. And that puts me even further ahead, so we're now up to 4 stars. Now me and Wario are challenging each other to a duel since we're on the same space. Why the heck not? Let's go for everything for what Wario has. Alright, we're playing Quick Draw Corks. Alright, let's do it. Gotcha! And now we get to hear these words from Wario. That never gets old. Alright, 7 for Donkey Kong. And he's gonna hop aboard the train. And looks like he's going forwards. And me and Wario go back to the start. Oh boy, Donkey Kong is very close to that star right now. And Peach is gonna get a 3. Alright, 10 for Wario. He can't ride the train right now because he has no money. Alright, 4-player mini game for this one, and it's gonna be Honeycomb Havoc. Alright, let's see how well we do here. Alright, let's go with a 2. I have to go with another 2 here. And Peach is the first one out. Okay, I'll try 1 this time. Okay. I think I'll try another 1. Oh no! We're unfortunately out right now. That's not good. It's down to Donkey Kong and Wario here on this mini game. Well, looks like Wario's gonna take the win right there. It's a shame that that plan I had in mind didn't work out too well, but it happens. Alright, just 2 more turns left to go. And we're unfortunately getting a 1 this time. Well, Donkey Kong's getting a 1 too. And now he's gonna get on the board with the star. Alright, let's find out where the next one's going. Oh, it's on the path where it requires a skeleton key to get. I don't see any one of us getting that, especially since we are getting very close to the end of the game. Alright, well, Peach is getting a 4. Alright, let's find out what Wario gets. 9. And now he's got to give 5 points to Baby Bowser. Oh boy, he's taking away some of my money. But we got a lot with us right here, so I don't think we should complain too much. It's only 23 coins that we gotta give up here. And Wario's also laying on a happening space. And that's gonna send Donkey Kong and Wario back to the start. And now it's time for Wario and Donkey Kong to do a duel since they're literally right at the start together. Alright, looks like they're wagering 21 coins apiece. And let's see who wins. And it's Donkey Kong that wins it! So we once again get to hear these words from Wario. Alright, time to go into a 4-player minigame. And we're playing Bumper Balls! So we got another minigame that we're playing that we did in the first segment earlier. And it's nice that we get to experience this one in the Mario Party 2 version as well. Alright, so Donkey Kong's out already. And Wario's out as well. Alright, it's down to me and Peach. We got it! That is fantastic. Alright, time to get into the last turn of the game. And we get a 2 right there. Looks like Donkey Kong gets a 7. Alright, Peach gets a 3. And no surprise at all right there that she's taking away some of my money all because I'm in first place. And it's going to be 23 coins that she takes from me. Alright, let's see what happens with Wario. Alright, 4. Alright, so we are going to end it off with a 4-player minigame. And it's going to be Toad in the Box. And it's one of those mini-games that we did play earlier, so let's see what happens here this time. Alright, let's see if we can get the last one. Oh, look at that! actually get a perfect this time! That is amazing! I'll certainly take that. Alright, so now it's time to go over the final results, and then we'll see who our winner is in a moment. So let's take a look at all our stars that we earned. I did have the most of them in the end with 4. Donkey Kong and Peach had 1, and Wario was the only one that didn't even have a single star. Alright, let's check out our coins now. So Donkey Kong did have the most of those in the end with 94. We are definitely in very good shape to win this right here, so I think we should be able to pull this off very well. Alright, let's get to the bonus stars. Alright, so let's start off with the minigame star, and that's gonna go to me. Alright, heading to the coin star now, and that's gonna go to me as well. Alright, now it's time to finish it off with the happening star. And it's gonna go to Wario. But I think we already know who won this game right here for how this turned out. But let's go ahead and reveal the winner here. Trouble just rolled into town. Bowser the Brash is robbing the first mushroom bank. It's me! I just couldn't be stopped at all there. I'll definitely take another win right there for Nick right there in this segment. But he'll be very proud of that. Take that, Bowser! And that makes me the superstar. That's how you do it. So we end up with a total of 6 stars, while all my opponents ended up with 1. We definitely had a very big lead at the very end of this game right there. Definitely very proud of myself for that right there, for how this game turned out right here. That's for sure. So, like I said, I'm really glad I was able to pull off another win for Nick right here in this segment. So that's definitely very exciting. Alright, now let's go ahead and go over our detailed results before we wrap things up for the segment. So, I had a minigame by 86 over Donkey Kong, and then I had a coin by 28 over Donkey Kong. Looks like Peach landed on the most blue spaces. Donkey Kong and Wario tied each other for the most red spaces with 4. Peach had 2, and I was the only one that didn't even land on a single red space. Wario had happening by 1 over Donkey Kong and Peach, while I was the only one that didn't even land on a single happening space. Nobody had any chance time spaces. I landed on the most Bowser spaces with 2. I landed on the most battle spaces with 3. I also landed on the most item spaces with 3. And I was the only one that landed on a bank space. And about these item spaces, I could have sworn right here, I didn't actually land on any of them. Because I know Donkey Kong was landing on some of them earlier, but I don't know why it says that the game made a Donkey Kong land on none of them. It just looks a little bit odd to me. I just don't really think I've seen any of the detailed results messed up like this before, but I just am not really so sure why it's like that, if I'm being honest. But nevertheless, though, I'm really glad we were able to have a great game right there in the segment, just the way I was hoping for. So anyways, let's go ahead and put in all of our coins and stars into the bank. And as you can now see, I now have the maximum amount of coins in the bank right here. It's up to 99,999, so it cannot go any higher than that right here. So after all this time of me owning Mario Party 2, I now have the maximum amount of coins in the bank. That is pretty impressive right there. But yeah, anyways, that is going to do it for Mario Party 2 for the Nintendo 64 as part of Nick the Enlightened's birthday special. But we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.